Good morning and welcome to the Faroe Islands. I got here yesterday with a plane. We had to all test for COVID after landing and just got the message this morning that everybody on the plane was negative. I'm in a place called Sandavagur on the Vagar Islands. In total there are 18 islands to the Faroe Islands, and I'm gonna start off on this island, the Vagar Island, with a day-to-day exploring the surrounding area here of Vagar Island, and also a trip to Torshavn, hopefully later on in the afternoon. This was such a spontaneous trip. As soon as I saw that Denmark is opening back up, it just came to my mind that I could go to the Faroe Islands. And right now there are quite a few Danish tourists here, however not many other tourists. It's summer, if you can't tell by the weather. It's just about 10 degrees Celsius or 50 degrees Fahrenheit outside, so it's a bit chilly but not too cold either. It's July 2020 and I'm so excited to explore the Faroe Islands. I was already going the wrong way, but then I met this very nice guy that actually grew up here in this village, and he showed me the right direction. It has stopped raining now and the fog is also slowly clearing, so I'm gonna get amazing views. Very excited. Transportation on this island is not the easiest, I must say. I tried to rent a car. They wanted to give me one for 1,200 euros for a week, so I had to decline. That's a bit too expensive. But actually the owner of the hostel I'm staying at, is also giving away cars for a lot smaller price, so I might rent one of those in a few days. But for now I'm still traveling with buses. The buses aren't going too frequently, but there are connections to most of the places here on the Faroe Islands. So I'm gonna catch the next bus to the capital and I'll see you there. Alright, here I am now in Torshavn, the capital of the Faroe Islands. It's about half an hour bus ride from Vagar Island. Very enjoyable. We actually went through an underwater tunnel. It cost me just about 10 euros for this half-hour ride, so it's fairly expensive still, but better than expected actually. I'm now standing in one of the two beautiful ports of Torshavn and I'm gonna explore this little town. It's actually one of the smallest capitals of the world.
Push me out to sea, baby. It's the best thing for us both.
I like this little town already. I must say the streets are very deserted. There are not many people around at all. Maybe it is because it's a Sunday, or maybe it's also because not so many tourists are here during this pandemic. Many coffee shops and tourist information centers are closed, so I'm basically a little on my own here, just gonna see what I find and show you the best parts. Here I am now in front of one of Torshavn's main attractions and the main cathedral of the town. It's actually the second oldest cathedral on the Faroe Islands. It was built in 1788. You might ask, why is this called cathedral and not a church, since it's still pretty small? Well, it's the seat of the Bishop of the Faroe Islands. Unfortunately, I can't go inside for now as there is a mass going on, but if you're coming to visit, usually it should be accessible. One thing I absolutely love about the architecture on the Faroe Islands is that they actually plant grass on their roofs. I mean, that's so cool, and they also use lots of wood and lots of colors, and it just makes the whole town look so much nicer. I am now in Rein, the oldest part of Torshavn. This is a historic district of the city, and you have to be very respectful and quiet here. There's even a sign, because these houses here, there are still people living here to this day, and it's a tourist site but at the same time just a normal neighborhood. And I find that very interesting, because in other cities this would be an open air museum or something like that. You would have to pay an entrance fee, and Torshavn really doesn't need major sites when it has neighborhoods like this one.
Push me out to sea, baby. There's nothing left for you to do. We did our best with our love, baby, but it brought us down so low. And you'll be happier without me. Now we're up on your beach one morning.
I've made my way down now from the historic houses here to the other harbor of the town. This one seems to be for the bigger ships. They seem to come from all over the world. Based on my experience so far, people here have been very, very friendly with me. They always try to help if I had any questions. When I looked this place up online, the tourist information, I wasn't sure if I could even travel here because of the pandemic, and they said online that many people might be a bit negative about tourists coming and might not be that friendly, and that you should be understanding of that. And I was kind of expecting that, but now when I'm here, that's not the case at all. They were very, very friendly so far. Alright, let's continue this visit. There's a big pyramid over there that I want to go and check out. It looks very strange and doesn't really fit with the whole rest of the setting. So I've made it up these few hills to get to this pyramid, which is actually a church. It was quite the climb, but I'm glad I came up, because this is actually the tallest building of the Faroe Islands. It's 40 meters tall. This church was built in 1975, I believe, and it stands proudly over Torshavn. Not many tourists seem to come up here. Maybe it's because it's a bit out of the way, but it's definitely worth seeing if you're here. Let's try and get inside. So that church is also closed, which is a bit of a shame. But since we're here at this beautiful outlook over the city, I thought I'd tell you a little more about this capital, Torshavn. It was founded around the year 800 by Norsemen, and it has remained the capital of the Faroe Islands ever since, and now 19,000 people call this their home. Back at the hostel on Vagar Island. I had a lovely afternoon in Torshavn. You can easily spend a full day there if you also visit the gallery they have, and if there are more shops open, you could take a coffee there. I've also really enjoyed my hike out to the coast this morning. There are many more hikes to come on this island during this trip, of course, because it's basically hiking paradise. Thank you very much for coming along today, and I'll see you in the next video.